Buenos dias from the final morning here in Ensenada. Today's the last day. Tomorrow we're heading out. Don't know where I'm sleeping for like the next week. Back to super bike trip vibes, but in Mexico. I'm so stoked. I want to take advantage of the home, my final day in a home for a little while. So film some videos in here and maybe even make some recipe videos. I want to work on an ebook. Who knows? We'll see what I get in today. Maggie's crying. That means it's time to do a morning hike. We're gonna go hit the hike early this morning. It's like 7:30. I wonder if she'll ever learn the concept of no shoes on the bed. Probably not, because the concept of shoes to you are a mystery, my girl. I know, you're a naked being of the world. It's one of the reasons I appreciate and respect you. But, yep, shoes were a success again. She doesn't even put up a fuss anymore. How weird is that? She just hated one pair of shoes and doesn't mind the other. Okay, let's go. Come on. Tomorrow's my last full day in Ensenada. Enjoying my time here. I loved it. I could stay here for longer. I could leave. Like, with me, I'm not like attached to this place in any way. It was pretty fun. Ready to move on and see what is out there, but I'm also content being here. Fatherly instincts are firing off right now. Look at all this bad debris. Not good stuff. Maggie, get out of there. That's specifically dirty. These shoes are perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I'm so happy. It's a beautiful day out here. I just filmed 4 Patreon videos. So if you're part of the Patreon fam, pledging $1, $2, $3 a month, that's it. You get access to all those extra videos that I post, and I'm going to be posting those today, so I can't wait for you to check them out and comment to you on Patreon. If you're not a patron yet and you like my vlogs and you could throw me $1 a month, that's $12 a year, you'll see more vlogs, more videos I post on Patreon, and it actually allows Maggie and I to do this travel. It gives us so much value for just your $1 a month, so when you all come together and do it, I really appreciate it. Thank you, fam. And the shoes, day number 2, are a big success. So we're just doing great. It's a beautiful day. Viva la Mexico. Y mañana nosotros vamos a la sur. Very excited. Just spent the last 4 hours editing while she napped on the pillow in my spot where I sleep. You know, the best places to go. Okay, time to make lunch. Just had a great workflow. Shot some videos of Maggie. We're gonna go out and play fetch this afternoon, but I need to carve up for a little lunch and eat all of the rest of the food that is fresh, because I leave tomorrow. I'm bringing a lot of these with me. Don't worry, there's a ton more in the fridge. I put them in the fridge. Daily Green Boost, we still got it, my friends. Use coupon code Plantriotic for 10% off when you buy it online. Let's talk about fear, but first I'm going to take a hit of this mango. Okay, so fear is actually a good thing. It's a survival mechanism. It is something put into place so that we get anxiety over things that might kill us so that we don't die. Fear makes total sense. The problem is living in a culture, hi Maggie, living in a culture where, ow! See, I fear Maggie whipping her freaking frisbee at my legs. We're gonna go out and play in just a few minutes. I just have to eat my lunch and then talk to them about fear, and then we'll go. Okay? Give me a second. Ow. She does that when she whips her frisbee. She sometimes hits my legs. So fear is a great thing that keeps us alive, but in our modern culture, we assign too much fear too quickly onto certain things versus letting our fear instincts take hold once the fear comes to place. It's preemptive fear. Because we're so smart, because we have these brains, we can fear things before they happen and thus give us even more of a high percentage chance of surviving. Which all makes sense, right? But let's take it into the context of our actual modern human lives. So tomorrow, I am biking out of Ensenada. I am continuing south. There's a small town called Santo Tomas, about 28 miles south of here. That's where I'm headed tomorrow. But there's nothing to research online about Santo Tomas. There's no people I know there. There's no couch surfing opportunities. There's no hotels that I see. So I, because of the lifestyle that I've chosen, have to bike into the unknown at this situation. Now, I've programmed my fear receptors in mind so that I'm not scared going into that situation because I know something will unfold when I get there. And if something happens to me when I get there or in between those times that is fear-inducing, what will it help me right now, the night before, to fear? How will that help me at all if I'm scared now before I do something for when I get there? It's not going to help me at all because I don't know the struggle or obstacles that are going to happen, that are going to come. Maybe none will happen. Maybe I'll bike successfully, I'll meet someone in town, and they'll invite me into their house. That happens to my life all the time. Do I think that'll happen tomorrow? No. I'm in Mexico. There's just less of a chance of people letting me into their home than the nice Canadian people who are just overly nice and welcoming. And there's the language barrier thing. It's harder for me to articulate really what I'm doing here, living on the bike with people who we speak a different language. Although my Spanish is getting better. What I'm saying here is that there's moments in life when you should evaluate things and use fear in order to prevent you from getting into stupid situations. And then there's other times when that kind of fear will actually hurt you and you shouldn't think and create fears that might happen too strongly in your head before they occur, because then you're going to live in a mode of fear and you're not going to go and do the things that you really want in life. I'm willing to take the risk that living on a bicycle might be a little bit more dangerous than living in a house, but the experiences are so awesome and I don't let myself live in fear, so I just go with the flow and I enjoy it. I think there's a lot of people watching this who can probably relate and say that there's a few things in life that they're too fearful over that they don't need to be, and thus it puts them in a place where they can't experience all the opportunities in life, and that's not a good thing. So fear is not bad, just knowing when to experience fear is important. I like to choose to only worry about fear when fear is presented to me, versus living in fear preemptively, which will prevent you from going out and dreaming extreme. That's just what I'm saying. So I'm going to put together a little fruit medley and take the beast out. Alright, you ready? Let's go. Last time to the park. Feels great to be a part of the neighborhood. Say hola y tu nombres.
Cristian. Juan.
Juan. ¿Y qué es tu sujeto favorito en la escuela?
¿Dónde?
¿Qué es tu sujeto favorito? Matemáticas, inglés, historia. ¿Inglés? ¿Qué es tu palabra favorita en inglés?
Avión.
¿Ah?
Avión.
Avión? ¿Qué significa en inglés? ¿No sabes? Amigos, tengan una buena noche. Hasta luego. Saying goodbye to all our friends. We hang out with these kids every single day, sometimes twice a day. Adios, Christian. Always a fun night, Maggie, when you have to eat everything in the fridge because you're heading back on the road and you can't take ripe avocados, so you gotta eat them. Here's how we're eating them tonight. Partly on a salad, then I'm gonna put this one and mash it into the beans. I just microwaved them up with some water, gonna get them all mushy, and then I'll add that to the cactus, zucchini, zanahoria, carrot. I literally thought of the word carrot in Spanish before I did in English. That shows that I'm getting somewhere. Y cebolla, sal, pimiento, poquito aceite de canola, and sweet potatoes and banana. That's a double banana plantain. It's actually like they were attached together. It was crazy. I thought it was meant to be. Sorry for the burst of ego that is about to go down, but this is one of the most glorious plates of food that's ever been created. Right here we have pinto beans boiled and then mixed with nutritional yeast, barbecue sauce, tomato sauce, salt and pepper, and what else is in there? Avocado. About a whole avocado blended into there into a mush of bean goodness with jalapenos on top, cucumbers, ripe avocado, lettuce, baked plantain, one of the most divine foods ever. Texture and sweetness and flavor. We have a baked sweet potato and then a stir fry with a little oil of carrot, zucchini, onion, and nopales, cactus. And that makes this dish right here. Maggie, we've done it. We've done it. This is the best plate that's been created on my channel. Yes, you're excited. Yes. Yes. Everyone always tells me to close my mouth and not talk while I'm eating. I'm trying. It is beautiful to watch the Trump administration unravel before our eyes. He has maybe a year or less left in the White House. There's just way too much shady behavior being unearthed. Can't be a greedy bastard forever. Round 2 of deliciousness. Bringing the plantains in. Oh no, I can't eat these when I'm camping. I guess I could put them over a fire. Whoa, that'd be next level. Cleaning the fridge out, Mags. You ready to go to bed, my sweetie pie? Thank you, Ensenada, for a beautiful, safe 10 days. We appreciated meeting the people of the neighborhood, the people at the park, my skateboarder friends, my parkour friends, the wild people at the bars. Perfect bike trip experiences. And tomorrow we do our first stint of heading into the unknown, but Mexico style. I don't know how it's going to go. I think we might stay at a campground tomorrow night. We will see, but I don't lead with fear. I lead with optimism and excitement, and I address fear when it comes before me. Let's get into bed, Mags. Much love. Dream extreme, everyone. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, for supporting us through this journey. It means the world to us. It is our life. Peace.